my friends and fellow speakers. This is Brian, the speaker for the dead, coming to you today with a reaction video for the trailer of Dune 2020. This is a film that I've been excited about, that I'm interested to see, mainly because of this film. The Dune from 1983, 1982, one of those years. From the 80s. Let me put it like that. I love Dune. I love this version of Dune, the 80s version. A lot of people complain about it. It's confusing. I understand it. I'd never read the books, didn't know anything about it, but I loved that Dune movie. And people are just like, you can't understand the factions. It's like, you don't need to. It's one of those movies you don't have to have all the nitty-gritty details to make enough sense of it that you can enjoy the film. And especially the cast for that 83 film was just stellar. So good. The acting is just phenomenal in that version. But this is the 2020. So I'm going to do a reaction video, and I'm going to watch it as you're watching it. I've seen it once today, but I watched it on a very small screen while I was at work trying to do stuff, so I was kind of distracted. So this will be my real first reaction to the actual trailer, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. So let's go ahead and pull this up here, and we will get started.
There's something happening to me. There's something awakening in my mind. I can't control it.
What did you see?
There's a crusade coming.
Do you often dream things that happen just as you dreamed them?
Yes.
The test is simple. Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
What's in the box?
Pain. You inherit too much power. You have proven you can rule yourself. Now you must learn to rule others. Something none of your ancestors learned.
My father rules an entire planet.
He's losing it.
He's getting a richer one.
He'll lose that one too. Arrakis is a death trap.
Okay, so far, I don't like the shields. Makes them look like they're flickering holograms. Not impressed with that. The Reverend Mother's weave thing on her face, no. Don't really care for that either. That's so far, but I mean, this is a cool visual right here. The ships, the drop ships and stuff, you can tell they're going all out on the effects.
I'll kill them. This is an extermination. They're picking my family off one by one.
Let's fight like demons.
An animal caught in a trap will gnaw off its own leg to escape. What will you do?
I know you.
One day, the legend will be born. All of civilization depends on it.
The future. I can see it. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
My Lord Duke.
Where the fear is gone, only I will remain.
Go, go, go!
All right. So let's talk about what we just watched. Overall first impressions. Well, I like it better than the first time I watched the trailer because, like I said, it was on my phone and I was very distracted. The first time I saw it in that way, I didn't like the cinematography. I was just like, it looked cheesy to me. But seeing it now, yeah, I'm much more impressed with it the second time around. It looks really good. Looks like they've put a lot of production value into it. I still like the look and the feel from just from what I've seen. I still like the feel and the production values of the 80s version because they put a lot into that. I know how much work went into that 80s movie. But this looks really good. I was kind of worried about the kid that they were going to have play Paul Atreides, that he'd just be kind of an emo kind of goofball. I got to say, I actually like that kid as Paul Atreides. I can see him being Paul Atreides. So as far as that goes, I like that. The casting for this, similar to the 80s film, I think is going to be really good. I think they've done a good job with it. Get Stellan Skarsgård as the Baron Harkonnen. I can't wait to see him in all his glory. I think that's going to be fantastic. You got Jason Momoa as Duncan Idaho. You've got Dave Bautista as the Beast Raban. So I'm excited. I'm excited. It looks like they're really going to try and make this work. Yeah, so I mean, this trailer, it looks good. It looks good. Still a little bit concerned. The worms, the effects were cool when the sand's bubbling. Looks like it's almost boiling. A+ for that. Actual visual thing of the worms, yeah, it's a 5 out of 10 for me. I actually think the 80s worms were, I mean, they didn't have the production value, the special effects value that these do. But the knives that the Fremen use are made from the teeth of the worms. And like in this version, the teeth look more like swords, not really knives. And so, but I don't know. There was just something about them that I was just like, I've seen several different drawings and different versions, but this isn't my favorite. But you know, I can overlook that, and maybe they'll grow on me once we get to actually see them more in the film. So I mean that has potential there, but that was one of the only things I really saw that I was just like, I don't really like that. The rest of it, the gyrocopters, those look cool. Look very they seem very similar to what's described in the books. They look like giant fireflies. The landing ships look really cool for the Atreides. We didn't get any views of or at least not that I noticed, of the Guild Highliners that you see in the 80s movie, which were more drawings than actual ships, is the way I remember them. But this, I think this is going to be good. I am so hoping this is good. Having been so disappointed in major motion pictures in the last few years, I'm really praying that this one turns it all around for me. But like I said, it looks like they've put the effort in. We'll see if they've actually stuck true to the book, or if they've tried to Hollywoodize this and throw a bunch of current day politics into something that has nothing to do with current day politics. The Dune story itself is very political in some of its messages, but not in the way that that the people are doing it today. And so I hope they really stay true to Frank Herbert's version and vision of what the political messages were in the actual Dune books. And this is only going to be part 1, and I hope it gets a part 2 if it's good. And I'll be there to see it, and then I'll come back and give you my review of it. Looking forward to that, and just, you know, fingers crossed. This is going to be good. Overall, I'd say this is a 8.5 out of 10 if I had to rate this trailer. Didn't give me the tingles, didn't give me the, whoa, I got to see this, but it did give me that, hey, it looks pretty good, you know? And my expectations have been tampered a bit because of the movies I've seen in the last few years. So maybe this is suffering because of past flops. But anyway, so that's my recommendation. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you like what you heard here, tell your friends and come back. If you didn't, well, thank you for giving me the time that you did. I appreciate it. I know everybody's time is valuable, and there's so many things out there to watch. Thank you for being here, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye now.